Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. All right, you guys, in this video, we are going to talk about items that you can buy low and flip for a profit. I'm going to tell you where they got it, what they paid for it, and what it sold for. So these come from my Bolo Buddies Facebook group. I invite members of the group to share their big money bolos. At the top, under the featured announcements section, I create a post every month for you guys to share. And then I will feature your bolo in a video like this. Be sure to shout out any of your social media, anything, selling platforms. If you sell on a certain platform that you want mentioned, please put it in the comments when you share your bolo, and I will also shout that out in the video. And speaking of shout out to Seems So Vintage. She made this hat, and I bought it on Whatnot, and she's having another handmade show in April. So just love her hats and her flannel. As you guys know, I wear them all the time. So be sure to go over to Whatnot and bookmark that upcoming show. And I'm Bolo Buddies on Whatnot. There's a referral link down below where you can get $15 to shop if you use that referral link to join. So come over and hang out with us on Whatnot. I sell jewelry over there. So let's talk about some big money bolos. This is the Facebook group. Free to join. My link tree is down below. Click on that. Join the group, share your bolo, and I will feature it. The first one here is vintage cast iron shell bird bath feeder. That looks heavy and hard to ship. Oh my goodness. Cast iron. I want a tutorial on how to ship that. I guess you just put a lot of padding around it, right? So it says, been busy and haven't been able to share in a little while. Still been watching the videos though. Found this cast iron bird feeder at a Goodwill at the beginning of January for $3. I knew cast iron pieces can have good value, so didn't even bother looking it up. I figure I couldn't go wrong at $3. My wife thought I was crazy, but I sold it in a month for 188 plus shipping. Keep your eye out for old rusty decor. eBay store is the flippin' family. Thanks for all your hard work, Courtney. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it greatly. And yeah, I would have walked right past this. I would have walked right past it because I wouldn't want to ship it. But with that being said, it's probably not really a breakable item, right? I don't think you can break cast iron. If you can and I'm wrong, somebody let me know. But yeah, just a heavy piece. The next item, also from the Flippin' family, it is a vintage Browning factory original locking shotgun rifle case with, I always say Shepra, and I think it's, wait, Sherpa, right? Sherpa? Did I get it right, guys? Lined. There it is. There it is. Would you have walked past this or picked it up? Look at this big money bolo. February sale found this Browning gun case for $10 at the Goodwill. Gun related items can have good resale value, but this was a big item and I wanted to make sure it would be worth the effort to ship. Yes, definitely. So I did a quick eBay search for recent sales, and this case was selling regularly for about $250. Listed high at $388 with lots of pictures. Put my eBay store on sale with lowered price at $316 and received an offer for $294 plus shipping. This sold within 2 weeks of listing. Also, shipping wasn't too bad since it was basically a giant rectangle. Bubble wrap and shipping paper arrived safely. Happy thrifting, everyone. All right, you guys. So go and share your bolo under the featured section. And basically, I'm just reading what you write. And if you guys share your eBay store, or if you're on Instagram or YouTube and you want to shout that out, I'm happy to share that. Whatnot, put it in there, guys. All right, found this Charlie Bear. Look how stinking cute this guy is. Oh, look at that face. At Savers for $9. $9 at the thrift store. $9. Wow. They're pricing up. But, you know, if you look at what it sold for, $9 really isn't too bad, right? Now, I will tell you something I learned from Donatella Bottolino is you can take a dog brush and brush out your plush. And I'm going to tell you, it is fabulous. It works fabulously. And this would have poofed up and been really, really pretty. So keep that in mind if you're selling plush. Sold in 2 days for a best offer of 110, listed at 129. These are quite valuable, as I saw many other versions sold for above hers at, whoa, up to $3,000. Charlie Bears, Karen Long, pink, white, shaggy hair bear. So I don't know if it's Charlie Bears by Karen Long. Maybe do a research, guys, on this. She said up to $3,000. Wow. She said, I was sure to research my version well to have the correct value. I always look for this unique, for the unique and grab this as soon as I saw it. They had it in the collectible doll section, not the plush not the plush section. They all have names. Hers is Karen. Shout out. My eBay store name is Random Acts of Thrifting. I love your eBay store name. That is great. This one is a Windstone Black Flap Cat Penna Vintage 1988 Rainbow Iridescent Dragon Wings. It is a cat with dragon wings. This one comes from Edge City Traders. She says resin figurines. These are cats with dragon wings and iridescent colors. Paid $3 at the Goodwill, listed for $45 and sold the same day for $38. Best offer. So a quick flip. Statue Liberty hinged trinket box, New York City porcelain, Midwest, PHB, Cannon Falls, Apple. I would have walked right past this. What do you guys think? Porcelain hinge boxes, especially with their trinket. The tiny apple is the trinket that goes with the box. From my personal collection, listed and sold same day for $49. Buyer all in for $60. Okay, so I didn't realize that trinket boxes came with a trinket, but she's saying if the trinket box has the trinket, it can go for more. So that is very cool. This is a Sagrada. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And is it a Bible from Guadalupe? Oh boy. You guys just read the title. I don't know. I'm not really sure on this one. But look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's read what they wrote. Yeah, that's another language. Okay, I'm a bit late to the party and finally figured out where to post this. I found this very heavy Bible at a library book sale where you can fill a paper bag for $5. I wasn't looking for Bibles, but when I saw it, I thought it must be special, so I stuffed it in my bag and went home. I don't speak Spanish, so I just took pictures and hoped for the best. I remembered to price it high and forget it, started at $300 and set the Bible on the bookshelf. Every few months, I'd lower the price, and then it sold. My mouth dropped. I was so surprised. Thank you, Bolo Buddies, for your shares. I'm learning so much. I am on eBay and Instagram as Cali Girl Treasures. Awesome sale. Woo! $259.99 for something she knew nothing about. Do you love it? I love it. I love it. List it and forget it. You got it, girl. Good job. The next one is this Jelly Cat Cooper Labradoodle pup. Rust orange curly fur. Okay, this looks like my dog. This looks like my dog. I love it. I'm obsessed in this little picture. Look at the cuteness. Oh, it's so cute. Bought at a thrift store, paid the most $1.50, sold for $60, has been listed a month. I have been listing higher dollar items without best offer to begin with. After it's been listed a while, I add best offer. My store name is Thrifts. Oh, Luth? I don't know how to say your name. Thrifts. It's right here, guys. You can look it up. But so starting with no best offer and then adding best offer. Anybody else do that? Let me know down in the comments. I love it. I love it. I want this. I want one of these. I need to look for this. Looks like my pup. I have a golden doodle, but this looks like a golden doodle. Enchanted Forest, Ellicott City, Maryland, rare vintage metal souvenir building. So would you have picked this up or walked past it? Look at that. $210 on auction this sold for. Look how little it is. It's only 3 inches. Wow. I bought this little souvenir in a lot from a family member doing a house clean out, so less than 5. I used to go to this place as a child and thought I would keep it for myself. I looked up comps on WorthPoint just in case and saw that only one had ever been sold for $200. Started the auction at $199.99. It sold for $210.50. I was hoping for more, but a great flip anyway. eBay store is Applebuys, Attic Treasures, also Facebook username, Applebuy Attic. Thanks for your great videos, Courtney. Thank you for sharing. And I love this because to me, this is a very unexpected item that I probably would have walked past. So, WorthPoint, if you guys aren't using WorthPoint, check it out. I do have a referral link down below. Also, if you type in BOLObuddies WorthPoint, I show you how to use it. This is an Aristocraft locomotive scale Christmas. Okay, so let's talk about this. We bought this train set from a local online auction for $35. While doing research, I realized I could get more from it by parting it out. Yes, definitely. Farm Girl Scavenger Noel also has a video on parting out Mr. Christmas. Look that video up because you will be amazed at how much more she got by parting the item out. So this is a train set. She said some pieces had damage. I didn't want to risk selling it together with complaints of damage that they didn't notice. We put the engine up for auction. Honestly, thought it would go for much higher, but it sold for $75. We let the buyer know we had 2 more cars in the set we were listing, and he was interested. We listed. He made an offer for 50 less than we were asking, and we accepted on each. We also some knuckles to the train for 25 that we intended to ask 35. We also sold the tracks for 60 and had the engineer controller listed at 150 with watchers. 35 into 271 net profit so far. TNT Treasures 2. Somebody said you can probably sell the box as well. Okay, so here's another one. Here's another one. And we're going to move on to this. Not a big money BOLO, but a fast sale. These were in the bottom of a Ziploc bag of Christmas ornaments I had got from an estate sale, so a few cents into it. Not very many listed in different platforms, but all had been sold. Listed and sold in less than a week at full price. International buyer in Canada. Yeah, these are mini light reflectors. It's crazy, guys. Vintage Christmas. If you look up vintage Christmas, some of it goes for crazy money. This one is a Dachshund Dogs Fair reversible quilt. Paid $8 at a thrift store. Wanted to keep it for my Christmas decor, but wasn't big enough. Sold 63, shipped on Mercari in February. And this one comes from Piece of Scrap. You can check her out on all the platforms and also on YouTube. She has YouTube content as well, so be sure to follow her. Candyland. My first board game used Y2K. Great thing to put in the title. Y2K, if you can date it for that era, definitely include that. Look at this. Old Candyland. Who has memories of Candyland? I think everybody in the world has memories of Candyland. I know I do. I played it when I was a kid. This was a fun fast flip. I was driving through the snow on my way to the store when what to my wondering eyes should appear. Wandering through a yard sale in the winter. What a rare find. I found several interesting items. Then I spied this and several other older games under a table in the kitchen. I remembered playing this particular game when I was a little kid, and I'm 60 plus years old now. The man said the games were $1 each. I thought, well, worst case scenario, if it's not complete, I could part it out. Yes, you can part games out and sometimes sell them for more. So do your research. Turned out to be complete 1999 edition. I listed with Y2K in the title, as Courtney always suggests, and it sold quickly for 38 plus shipping. He also asked me if I wanted any old something digest magazines from the 70s through the 90s for free. I took them all. I'm listing them in bundles by years. They are in excellent good condition, but they were not complete. Fun to look through. They haven't sold yet, but I will give them some time before I play around with the pricing. All in all, well worth stopping at the yard sale. Thanks, Courtney, for your educational videos. They have helped me a lot. And thank you for always sharing nooks, crannies, and irresistible. She has awesome stuff. Hallmark 2020 Snowman Bell Choir with remote original. Check it out. Paid $1.99 and this sold in 10 minutes for full asking price. 10 minutes. I look everything up and holy cow, why is this worth so much? Anywho, I find all kinds of random bolos. She said she's on the spectrum, so she has the ability to retain information. Research this, and she's in her first year. Wow, fabulous. Looks like it sold for 150 bucks. Wow. Okay, there you go. 2020, guys. So it's not even super old. Leapfrog fridge, DJ musical magnet learning radio. Got this at the local Goodwill for $5.99 and sold in a week for 112. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm confused. I'm sorry. This was back. She looks like she took a best offer for this. And one of the snowmen wasn't working. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Okay, so she just had a separate post. Okay, here's the next one. Paid $1.99 at doesn't say, sold in 10 minutes for full asking price of $90. Wow, I comp everything out and bet your leapfrog I'll be looking for these little things. I'll bet your leapfrog. I love that. And check that out, $90. Woo! Yeah, I know during COVID when everybody was locked down, Leapfrog and all those educational toys were selling for crazy money. Crazy. All right, there we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out my other videos and come share your video. Come share your BOLO in the Facebook group, and I'll feature it in a video like this. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for watching.